My EVA FM 102.5 radio show 3 took place on the 13th of May 2022.
This is EVA FM 102.5. I'm Liz, just one of your presenters for this afternoon show. We're all from the Youth Education Project and we have many diverse tracks lined up for you guys. Hope you enjoy. Over to you guys.
Hi, I'm Artiel. Welcome to the What is Normal show, inspired by the podcast Normal Not Normal with the Autobots. My name is Marty. I'm here. Where have we heard this before? I bet Eva has missed having this voice on the station. Yeah, they did. I'm a 20-year-old student at Youth Education Project, or YEP for short. I'm from Town. I'm a comedian, YouTuber, gamer. I make rap songs and upload them to SoundCloud and perform them on stage. This is my second year being here. That rhymed. I did this last year. Also joined by us.
Hi, I'm M4. I'm studying music at Youth Education Project. I'm learning about production and rap. I'm here on EVA FM 102.5 for my work experience.
Hey guys, it's Raymond Valentine here, studying music at Youth Education Project. Have 2 songs released and doing work experience for EVA FM 102.5.
Hi everyone, I'm Marius Rotari and I'm a musician myself. Also, I have released 2 songs today. The first one is called Por Ti and the second one is called Mi Vida.
Do you want to introduce our first song of the evening? Marius?
Yes, La Bebé Se Molesta was released by Gente de Zona in 2008 in their second album titled Lo Mejor Que Suena Ahora version 2.0. I discovered the song in a YouTube video from a compilation. La Bebé Se Molesta. This was La Bebé Se Molesta, released by Gente de Zona in 2008 in their second album titled Lo Mejor Que Suena Ahora version 2.0. Again, I discovered this song in a YouTube video from a compilation.
And now Marty has a question for everyone.
Right, so the question I have for you lot is, what is an activity that you do in your daily life that you see as normal that other people from the outside may not think the same way?
Yes, so for me it's sitting in the dark in silence or listening to a wide range of Irish music.
For me, for example, is sometimes I put my headphones on, play music and sing along and jump on a football.
For me, I like to eat pan because I'm so Indian, so because I eat pan, it's a refreshing taste of mouth. And in England, people doesn't like pan, what's the pan are.
Yeah.
Well, something that I do is I enjoy to meditate and do yoga, which a lot of people always ask how do I have the patience for that. Honestly, I don't even know myself.
Right, and my quote-unquote normal thing is, when I make myself a tea is the only hot drink that I have. I don't like coffee, I don't like hot chocolate. When I make myself a cup of tea, I don't have it straight away because I'm not bloody Iron Mouth, not like Light to Dark and Ink Bendy's granddad. I leave it out for 5 minutes, wait for a bit, and then come back to it, then I have it. I don't drink it straight away. So yeah, now we're going to play the next song. This is Who Am I by Strizzy Strauss, FT Vandal Savage. Hello, welcome back to EVA FM 102.5. That was Who Am I by Strizzy Strauss, FT Vandal Savage. That song was made in 2019, however the music video didn't come out until 2020 and the album is Trust the Process. How I found out about it is, in October 2019 I went to a concert at Pro Artists and he showed it to us as like a little preview. Anyway, M4, introduce your song.
The 359 and released by Divine in 2020.
And that was M4's first song choice. And I have a question for you lot. What is your favourite trait of yourself? So if you took this away from you, what would it make you you? What makes you you? Marius, why don't you answer us first?
So my favorite trait is...
Do you remember what we were talking about? You were telling me earlier how you are really persistent. You don't change what you're doing.
I'm the kind of person who starts a project and it doesn't move into another one till I'm completely finished. So I do not care about anything till I'm not finished with the song or album. I'm not moving on. I'm not starting a new project.
Yes, so my favourite trait is my intelligence, as I like to study things that people may find complicated, like the method that started in 1755 through to calculus.
Yeah. what Marius just said, I can completely agree with. You like to do one thing at a time. I'm the same when it comes to... I'll say my favourite trait and then add more thoughts to what Marius said. My favourite trait of myself, and I'm not just saying this just to blow my own trumpet, it is my confidence. For the longest time, I didn't know why I wasn't scared of audience. But now I think I know why. Because if someone has something bad to say, they're not going to say it to your face. They're not going to shout it. They'll just whisper it in the ear of the person that's next to them. And if they're at the back, you can't see them. And plus, I have the attitude of the show must go on, no turning back. You must do it on one go, start to finish. And what Marius said, I'm the same. When it comes to gaming, I will not start another game until I've completed that one. So yeah, I don't like doing multiple things at once, because otherwise, I get muddled up and all confused.com.
I hate
Allconfused.com.
multitasking.
Yeah.
You hate multitasking. Why do you hate multitasking?
Because if I multitask, I find it's really difficult for me to concentrate on whatever I'm doing. So I just need to do each thing one at a time, and I don't like being rushed. I like to do a good quality job, and it's nice and slowly.
That's what you were telling me the other day about when you make your music and your songs. You always make sure you complete one song before moving on to making another.
Yeah.
So is that like how you go about it?
Yeah.
So tell us, how do you go about making your music? Like, what inspires you?
Mostly I get inspired by my favorite artists. I have a lot of favorite artists, not just the ones that you have listened to previously. I have like a lot of favorite artists. Would you like me to mention them?
If you would like.
So it's not only Gente de Zona, it's Mark Anthony as well, it's Jacob Forever as well, and I've got some more. But it's a big list, so I don't want to spend all day.
Like, I don't have a favourite artist per se, like... Well, the people who I look up to, my idols, I put them in categories like YouTube, rapper, and comedian. And my favourite comedian's Lee Evans. And when it comes to making music, because obviously this is what this is about, like I said, I come from a music family, so I've been introduced to music at a very early age. Like, as of now, I've been listening to Eminem for 3 years and a bit, since March 2020, because it started with one song that I didn't know what it was called and I didn't know who made it. So I basically literally had to resort to typing up the lyrics on YouTube, and luckily I found it, and it started with that one. It was Kim, by the way. It started with that one song, and then I just went down a whole wormhole listening to a load of songs by the same artists.
What about you, Raymond? What exactly inspires you to make your music?
So what inspires me to make my music is Youngblood himself. So whenever I come up with ideas, it's Youngblood who actually gives me those inspirations. Because, like, for example, with Youngblood's song Mars, that song has got me into creating certain types of music similar to that kind of song.
Well, my favourite artist, personally, quite a big group, Queen. Like, who doesn't like Queen? But for now, I think we're going to drop in with another track. Marty, do you want to introduce the track?
Okay. This is Sheer Aya Sheer by Gully Boy.
Thank you.
Okay, so this song's about distract the people who with the movie and stuff like that, and the day of the release by Divine, and they made a distract for people who was like making fun of a rapper, and yeah, it's Gully again.
So what language
It's
is that?
Hindi.
Hindi.
Yeah.
So we're going to go in with another quick track before the advert break.
This is Si Es Fuma Tu Amor by Mark Anthony.
This is Era FM 102.5. I'm Liz, presenting with a group of students from the Youth Education Project. And the next song we have for you is Smile by Lizzy Leighann, released in 2006 and won an award in 2008 at the London Broadcast Music Association Award. And that was Smile by Lizzy Leighann. I hope you guys did smile at that. That was a terrible joke, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys. What is it exactly, as your producers, what drew you to make music? Starting with Marius.
So, as I said at the beginning, I get inspired by my favorite artists making the same genre of music that they make, and I get inspired by the songs that I make, that they make mostly. But I do make my own songs, which usually starts with the title of the song, and then I make the melody second, and then I continue with the song with the lyrics, so I know what to write about.
Yeah, so with me, I always look at the deeper meaning behind the lyrics. So with Youngblood songs in particular, I always look at the deeper meaning of those lyrics, and whatever the meaning is of those lyrics, I always try and fit some music as similar to that and relate it to me as possible.
Mostly like Hindi rap music, but I'm learning about me rapping the music and stuff. Like I'm writing the lyrics, productions, learning about beats and stuff. And yeah, I enjoying with the writing lyrics and stuff.
Yeah. What you said, Ray, about lyrics, because I remember, I'm going to call back to when I was recording my song End of an Era about my teenage years. Even though you didn't say anything, and I didn't know you at the time, you were just a background person. In my eyes, you said to me that you thought what I was saying was awesome, because you thought, because it's relatable,
Yeah, because like I related to that so much as throughout my childhood as well. Because like some things you mentioned in your song really did
Yeah.
get to me.
Was
on
there a
spiritual
particular
level.
line that I said that really thought, oh, that hits close to home?
I don't remember much from that
Yeah.
entire moment,
Yeah.
but I do remember it hitting really hard.
Well, I spoke to this with my brother Blake, and he said one of his favourite lines that I said was, "Try talking, but they had me on mute."
Yeah.
Also, yeah. Also got a text message from my mate Bendy saying that she's listening. Yeah, if any of you who are curious, if you want to know what's a rapper's favourite meat, it's auto-tune. No,
That's just sad. That is so sad.
you can just hear
No one else has any really bad music jokes, do they?
You can just hear crickets. That just shows how
Crickets.
shallow my jokes are.
So
But yeah.
Marius, would you like to introduce our next songs?
Yes, the next song is called Komoyo, was released in 2008 by Gente de Zona and Arlenis in their first album titled Lo Mejor Que Suena Ahora Reggaeton, again discovered from the same video compilation as La Bebé Se Molesta. Off we go!
You listening to EVA FM 105?
Just give us a bit of information about that song that we just had playing.
Komoyo, yeah. So yeah, it's released on the. Wait.
He's just doing a bit of research first.
Technical issues.
So released on 2019. So the album made on 2018. So they released on 2019. And they mix and mastering by Charlie Volksman. And the Komoyo means that you don't need to give up in a life. That what you want to achieve in a life. That's the meaning of the words.
That's
the meaning of the
beautiful.
song.
Marty, why don't you tell us a bit about Shadow in the Dust that we had playing just 2 minutes ago?
Shadow in Dust. The song was made in 2021, but the music video wasn't released until 2022. It's made by a group called Tyretta, which is a duo. It's rapper Loneski and DJ Icon together. Also, the person who was singing the chorus was a man, a very tall man, might I add, Stephen Faulkner. Yeah. He was at our concert that we attended, me, Marius, M4 and Ray, on the 27th of March. That was a fun night. That was the best night, that was.
Why don't you guys tell us a little bit about that night? Because I didn't go. So why don't you tell me what that was about?
About the
Any of you?
concert, the Tyretta Samurai Nation thingy, the concert that we had.
So Ray, how did you enjoy that concert?
So I enjoyed it it was really amazing. So like there was loads of people. There was about, how many people were there?
105.
105, yeah.
That was amazing. Like 105 people just watching us people like Bruh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Just that you have to meet. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was just amazing. I can't
Same.
even describe how good it
Sick
was.
night. Sick night.
So what did
I
you
didn't-
guys perform or did someone
I
else
didn't
perform?
perform, but I just came on the stage. But it was sick night.
Basically,
I
what happened
performed
was
as well.
you. Oh, sorry.
I performed as well. I
Yeah.
performed one of
Me, Marius, and Ray performed a song. Basically, here's how it went. You had Donna saying, these young people have made this and that, and then M4, S-Can, S-Dot, and MIXX Bacon welcomed the audience. I went on first. I performed my song. I was like being a comedian, but also rapping at the same time, because my intro had a lot of funny bits in. After me, it was Ben Carpenter. He performed a rock song. I performed a sort of chilled back lo-fi Japanese song. Then after Ben, the original plan was to have S-Can, then Ray, but they got swapped over. Thirdly was Ray, who performed a Pokemon song, because the theme was all Japanese based. Ben did a cover on someone else's song but tweaked the lyrics. Do you want to add any extra thoughts to your song?
Raymond, can I say listen? Can I listen to your song, please?
Not now.
Not now, but
No, no.
yeah, my song was basically about so the basis of it, the outside of what it means is like you go on a journey through the Pokemon world and you go hunting for Pokemon to catch them all, and it just talks about how you go from one region of Kanto through to the region of Johto. The deeper meaning behind that goes into a lot more, but what I will do is, if you want to check that video out, because I will make a video on the deeper meaning behind that, I'll put that on YouTube at some point soon once I've fully sorted that out.
And you jumped up in the air at one point.
Did I?
Yeah?
When?
During your song.
Oh, yeah, I did. I forgot about that.
Yeah, with your little sunglasses and that.
Yeah, I forgot I did that.
The websites are all on the Tyretta website, so if you don't believe us or think we're being dirty liars, there was all proof. Then after Ray, S-Can went on. He did a little mumble rap with autotune. Okay. And then there was 87, who did a drill song. And then sixthly, there was Marius, who performed... The beat sounded like a Wild West song, but he was saying, like, his little backstory on music. No, the music sounded like Wild West music.
Sorry, Marius's face after he said that was quite hilarious. He was like, what in the holy hell is going on?
Yeah.
Bit confused.
Do you want to add any extra thoughts to when you were singing the song on stage?
Yes. First of all, when I was singing, I was shaking because I haven't performed in a while in front of a crowd. So, what would you expect, Mr. Marty?
Well, you did good, you know. Like S-Can had to pull out his phone to get the lyrics, you know. And I won't say his real name, but yeah. And then after Marius had finished, Tyretta went on, performed 7 songs. Then we had a little break, an hour-long break, while the audience having their food. We give them the food and drinks. We sat in the dressing room. Let me tell you something. You know when you've just done a performance, you're starving, you walk in the dressing room, and the smell of pizza hits your nose. Oh, that was the best. Although, after halfway through, everyone was kicking off because I was dropping the pizzas.
That was the funniest part.
Yeah.
And I was about to say, no.
Yeah.
Okay then. I just want to give a quick shout out to all our listeners today, especially my sister and my stepdad for giving me live feedback through texts every 5 bloody seconds. Thank you for that.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to my mum, dad, Blake, Chloe, my nana, Ink Bendy, Light to Dark, of course, aunties, cousins, etc.
Shout out to his whole family, by the way.
Yeah. I come from a big family, 16 cousins, only 2 uncles, and I've got 3 aunties.
So you have a big family then?
Yeah, because basically my grandma, who is my mum's mum, had 6 kids, and all of them have kids of their own.
So you just keep multiplying and multiplying.
Yeah, and not only that, then you also have my dad's side as well, which just doubles it.
A big shot at the bow.
Artist name Abeo Music,
The main dude.
not Abel.
What you saying? What you saying?
Big shout out to Abeo.
Abeo music.
I'm not music, beats.
Without him, we wouldn't be here
Yeah, we
today.
won't be here, yeah.
We won't be presenting for you guys, and
So,
we
yeah.
really do hope you've been enjoying our show so far.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, another extra shout out to I won't say his real name because I want to be respectful, but another person who I've told about this, DB Red, which he was there at the audience, but after we sat at the balcony, we watched the previews of Tyretta's music videos, and it was a Q&A. Before we get into the next thing, there's one more thing I want to say. Another reason why I enjoyed that concert, because you had the Tyretta thing, then you had my family, plus Light to Darkening Bendy, then you had people at youth group. So to have all three of them together at the same time, it felt like I was watching a 3-program crossover, in a sense. You know what I'm trying to say.
No, I do not. That just sounds very
No,
complicated.
basically, at the concert, we had the Tyretta thing playing, then my family watching it, and then people at my youth group watching it in the audience too. So, Tyretta, my family, and people at youth group, to see all three of them at the same time, it felt like I was watching a 3-program crossover.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was paying attention that time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give a shout out to my friend Georgie. Thank you very much for listening. Can't believe we're in the car right now.
Okay then. Is there anything else anyone would like to say?
No.
Right.
You're just dead now.
You've gone all quiet.
And
Yeah.
just in case my friend from America is listening, Arrow, giving you a shout out as well. And I'm also going to give my friend Sophie a shout out too.
Did you say Erica?
No.
Oh, I thought you said... Oh, yeah, because we've also got Erica from the youth group.
And a big shout out to my mom, my sister,
Yeah.
my brother, and the Vijay.
Michael Berry, Two-Guy, Michael Mahai, who was also there at the audience.
We've got a lot of shout outs for you today.
That's because we're popular, you know?
Popular people.
It's really great being popular. Everyone loves you, you know? Even the other day, Bav admitted that I am the best person ever.
Yeah, well, I'm still the main guy.
Dude.
I'm still the main guy, remember?
Yeah, she's the main dude.
Yeah.
I am the main dude. The only female of the group makes me the main dude.
Yeah.
Arguing about this all week. I'm still the main dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
For now.
Who gets picked
For
on?
now,
Who gets picked on?
Right, we've got advert break now.
we've got an advert break coming up and we'll see you guys afterwards. Hope you
See you
enjoy.
later.
Welcome back to Eva FM 102.5. I have a question for all of you. What about music motivates you?
Music motivates me because music motivates me. When I listen to music, I feel like I'm making music. I feel like music gives me like energy, different kind of energy, different kind of motivations. So when I'm listening to music at home, I feel like I'm on car. I feel like I'm on car.
Whenever I listen to music, to me it's like I'm entering a different world. I may think of someone, or I may think that I'm into a place where I'm imagining in my mind, or thinking of going somewhere by car, traveling, or most of the things like that.
Right. What music motivates me is it gives, when I listen to, because my favourite category is rap/hip hop. Don't get me wrong, I do listen to singing songs as well, but of all the categories, rap has always been my favourite. Even when I was a child, when I was little, you know. It gives me energy, charisma and confidence, you know. That's why I have such confidence, because the energy of the song.
So, music motivates me in a similar way to everyone else, but what motivates me most is when it comes to young blood and Irish music.
So for me, music always puts me in a happy, upbeat mood, especially when it's raining outside. You can go out and have a little dance in the rain, and it just makes you feel nice and refreshed, and you just don't give a care in the world. And the next song we have for you is by Two Cellos, and it's Smooth Criminal, and this song sent them viral on YouTube with over 19 million views. Two Cellos are to a classically trained duo, Luke Silek and Stefan Hosier, and they have 3 albums and have performed all around the world. Marius, would you like to ask our next question?
Yes, of course. What is your favorite song and why?
Yes, my favourite song is an Irish folk song called Che Ab Hailadu, which is about a young woman who lives in Ireland and wants to find a sailor in Galway, but is told to go home because she has work in the morning.
Fair enough, that's a great choice. My favourite song is American Pie, and the song goes on about how life is without music, how miserable everyone is, and how music really brought everyone together, and that's why I love that song so much.
I've got lots of music that which is my favorite, but the most favorite one is La Bebé Se Molesta, because I like the vibe that it gives me. It gives me this kind of old style vibe because it was released in 2008, obviously.
And for those of you that don't remember, that was our opening song for this evening.
Yeah, this was the opening song, and I like the instrumental as well. I like the sounds, I like the mixing, I like everything about the song.
I don't have a favourite song because me personally, it depends on what mood I'm in.
My first song is Komoyo. Why? Because it says on the songs that what do you want to become? You want to become a rapper in the future, so you have to do hard work and stuff like that, and don't give up in life. And
So is that your favourite song?
Yeah.
And what language is that in?
Hindi.
Hindi.
Yeah.
So yours is in Irish. What language is your song in? Spanish. So we've got a wide, very diverse amount of songs here
Multilingual.
today. Very multilingual, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very different.
We've still got 2 minutes left, so there's two more things I want to say. I mentioned earlier how I gave a shout out to someone called DB Red. He was also in the audience of the concert. Again, going back to how I've been introduced to hip hop at a very young age, my big brother had a toy penguin. You press it and it does a cover of "In the Club" by 50 Cent. Yeah, my great grandma gave him that. Yeah, that's why I would never get rid of that.
M4, would you like to introduce our next song?
Yes, next song is Satya, released on 2021 for March, and labeled by Appeal India Gully Gang and mixing and mastering by Honest Danajas. And this song is made in 2021 and they released in 4 March. How did I found out? Because I kept checking on the new album is the one when they release it.
Welcome back. So Marius, earlier on you were telling me about some of the new songs that you have coming out. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Of course, I've got a couple of songs that are coming out.
Where did these songs come from? Like, what inspired you to make these songs?
As I said from the beginning, I'm getting inspired and I'm starting from the title of the song, and I'm making the melody and then writing the lyrics and then recording it, mixing, mastering and all of that stuff, which needs to be done in order to make a great song.
So, do you have a favourite song of your own so far that you've made yourself?
I actually do have, it's actually out from my album, which is called Por Favor Espera, which means please wait, and the album is available on almost everywhere, like iTunes, Spotify, and so.
That's interesting, isn't it? I don't understand how people do the technical side of producing music. It always baffles me, and I'm always so inspired and amazed by how you guys go about making your own music. So Raymond, you were telling me you have a new song coming out soon. You're working on it. How is that going?
So it's going okay. So yeah, what's going to happen is with my new song, it's going to be on a remix by My Chemical Romance's Welcome to Black Parade. I cannot wait for it to be done.
I'm pretty sure everyone knows that song, Obsessed in the Emo Phase.
Of course.
Everyone knows that song. And what about you, Marty? You have an album coming out soon, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not just my album. Basically, all the songs that we performed as youth people performed at the concert is all going to be uploaded as a collective, collaborative EP. So my song, Noble Samurai, which is not even out yet, Raymond's song about Pokemon, and Marius' song will be released in the album on SoundCloud. Hopefully, fingers crossed, by the 28th of May. I have, well, technically 3, but one's not out yet. I have 3 songs. I have Frustration, End of an Era and Noble Samurai. My favourite one is the one that's not even out yet, is Noble Samurai.
And when are you planning to release Noble Samurai?
Well, like I said, it's going to be part of the EP, and like I said, obviously we can't predict it, but hopefully it should be all released by the 28th of May. Yeah. And also, I know it's going to sound, I just want to add a bit more info on Life Goes On. The song came out in 2020, music video didn't come out until 2021, and the album is Ugly is Beautiful. So yeah, I didn't start writing lyrics from the very start though. I used to just make instrumentals because I had my YouTube channel. Obviously, I don't want to get copyright, so I thought I'll make my own music, so you don't have to put up with that sort of stuff. But then I got a bit bored and thought, yeah, I want to write lyrics. So that's how I came about making my songs. I make my songs on FL Studios, although Frustration was made on Logic Pro X.
So tell me, how does your everyday life affect how your music comes out? Like, how do you produce your music with such a complicated everyday life with college and with work? And, like, how do you go about that?
Well, I write my songs during college because, you know, I take music classes. You know, it's the whole point. And the Frustration was written during when I was at a place called Pedestrian. That's actually where I met... You remember the song Who Am I by Strizzy Strauss? I actually met him in person in October, last year. What's funny, I played a different Strizzy Strauss last time I did this, but it was a Son of Man featuring Sun Sun.
Yeah, same as I.
Yeah.
I also met him in person because we've both been to the
Yeah.
Pedestrian, and
Yeah.
I would like to say that on the 16th of May, I've got a song which is called Lo que siento por ti, so which means what I feel for you, and I've got on the 19th of May Solo te quiero a ti, and then I've got Deseo on the 23rd of May, which are coming out soon, so stay tuned guys.
So yeah,
Check it out.
I have another question for you guys. If your careers ever get big, and what artists would you like to work with? Like, who would you be willing to do like a collab with or like an album with? Like, who is this big person in your life that you'd want to meet or do a collab with?
For me personally, I would love to collaborate with Mark Anthony, Gente de Zona, and more of artists that I listen to. I would love to do that. This is a dream that I want to achieve.
For me, it's Divine. I want to collaborate with in the future when I get older.
So Divine.
Divine.
Nice. What about you, Raymond?
So it'll probably be either Youngblood or someone else under the rock, punk rock, any of that sort of category. I don't know exactly what category Youngblood fits in, because he did say before that he has no idea what category he fits in. So
the artist who I personally would want to collaborate with is like the old school rappers from the 90s and early 2000s. Obviously Eminem, Snoop, 50, or some people like to call him Fiddy, and then Dre, etc., Nas, Jay-Z, that sort of stuff. Because again, that's the type of hip-hop I was introduced to at such an early age.
If I was ever in your position, I think personally I would choose to do a collab with Adele. I absolutely adore that woman. Amazing artist, amazing music, some of my favourite.
Yeah. Before the advert plays, I do want to say something else, because you remember I was mentioning when last time we did this, we also had Jack and Ryan with me. You remember Ryan, don't you, Marius, when we went Pedestrian?
Yes, of course.
Because obviously he was with us when we played that song that had Strizzy Strauss and Sun Sun. I didn't know the Sun could sing, but yeah.
That is a terrible joke. We
remember-
promise no more jokes.
I remember that at the Pedestrian I was performing two of my songs. One of them was Tu eres en mi corazón, which featured just for the live performance Strizzy Strauss. No, that was Sueños, sorry.
Mr. Shea, the beatboxer,
Yeah, the main dude.
and TM and Mellow
And
Baku.
then I performed one of my very first single which contains vocals called Sueños. It's also available.
I performed a song at Pedestrian too.
there is a question coming up from my friend Georgie. Let's wait for it to come through.
Yeah.
So
Well,
let's-
we'll probably do it after the advert because it depends
Yeah.
on how long the question is and how long your answer
And
is.
we can talk
we've got
about
it.
that in a bit.
So Georgie says, who was your muse to start writing your first song?
We're got a minute. Come on, guys. Give me a quick fire for who was your
Quick fire,
muse.
bro. Muse.
Who inspired you to become a musician?
Yes.
As I said at the beginning, I've got lots of artists like Gente de Sona, Mark Anthony, and more, which
I got inspired by Divine. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
For me, it was Eminem. My first day of college, I played 3 of his songs.
3.
3 of his songs and one go.
Nice.
Yeah, it was.
My inspiration was Youngblood, as well as a lot of other emo punk artists.
That is amazing. Well, we have an advert break coming up for you guys, and then we'll be back with some more songs, starting with Amy Winehouse Rehab that I chosen specifically. And we hope you guys have enjoyed listening to it so far. We've been working really hard on this set, and we know we've had a few technical difficulties, and we're really sorry about that. See you after the break.
Welcome back. This is either FM 102.5.
We have Amy Winehouse's Rehab coming up for you now. That was Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. I hope you've enjoyed listening to our show. We're just going to do a quick little chat before closing off for the rest of the evening.
Yes, so you can follow me on Instagram under Raymond Valentine, and you can find me on YouTube under Raymond Valentine as well to listen to my tracks and hopefully find my video about the deeper meaning of my newest song.
yes, this was Marius Rotari, and you can follow me on Instagram as Marius Rotari Official, and you can follow me on Spotify as well. You can find me on iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube. I've got 2 YouTube channels. I've got one which is for vlogs and one which is for music. You have to type Marius Rotari Vlogs for the vlog channel, and Marius Rotari Music Official for the music channel. Much more.
Tell G where from do you just this kind of these competitions?
So do you have any like YouTube channel or Instagram?
Or Instagram. Yeah, on Instagram. I don't.
Yeah. If you liked what you heard, you can find me on YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram, and TikTok. My username, my artist name is I'm Artiul. I'm capital R full stop, capital T full stop, capital Y-U-L-E, because obviously Yule is my last name.
And you can follow me on Instagram at Lizzy_Leighann.
Yeah.
And I think that's all we have for you guys
Yeah.
today.
Well, we still got a couple of minutes left. So before we sign off, there's just one more thing I want to say is I mentioned earlier how on my very first day of college, I played 3 Eminem songs back to back. They were Kim, Mockingbird, and Without Me, the classic ones.
So one last question for you guys. Do you, as you've all performers, do you have a favourite performance that you've done so far? Like, what has topped your charts in your favourite performances?
So my favourite performance was a few years ago now, and I was working in a band in my old secondary school, and I was the electric guitarist, and I remember that vividly because it was on the 6th of December of 2019.
That's sick.
So, one of the best performances, I was singing at a baptizing party, and I sang for a long time, and the thing that made me happy it was that people really enjoyed it, and I was singing Despacito.
I don't perform on the stage, but I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've got 3 performances, not including karaoke, because I hate karaoke. I performed at the Pedestrian on the 15th of October last year. I performed at Too Funky Cafe on the 11th of November last year. And the most recent one, the one I talked about, the 27th of March this year at the Y Theatre. My dad actually has performed at Y Theatre too. Again, my dad makes his own songs, my mum makes songs, even my sister's done a bit of rapping as well. And I've got another performance in November at, again, Too Funky Cafe.
So I have a question for you guys again. As Marty's just said, he absolutely hates karaoke. So what is your go-to karaoke song?
It can be a mixture of anything. Like when it comes to karaoke, I'll just do whatever. I'm not forced.
To be honest, if you would leave me on a karaoke place, I would sing all day and all night. I love it.
What's karaoke?
Karaoke? What do you mean, what's karaoke? Like, you go out to a bar, you have like a microphone like we're doing now, and you sing along to a track to a live audience. That's karaoke.
Oh,
So if you had the opportunity to choose any song in the world, what song would you choose?
I would choose Divine Dust.
Okay then. So Marty, even though you hate karaoke, what would your go-to song be?
To be honest, a rap song that I can actually understand the lyrics of, one that I can follow through, one that's not too fast. Because, no, let me tell you something. Trying to get Like Dark to perform Rap God is a nightmare.
Okay then. Personally, I would go with something Disney related. I am obsessed with Disney films. I know practically all the soundtracks for any Disney film off by heart, so I'd choose something Disney related. More than likely, The Lion King, Hakuna Matata, because let's face it, that song is amazing.
Hakuna Matata.
Exactly.
What does that mean?
It means
It means
no
no
worries.
Okay,
Hakuna
It literally goes
Matata.
through it in
What a
that song.
wonderful life.
I've never...
You never heard that song? My God, this.
No, I've heard the
is
song.
weird.
Timon
I
and
have the
Pumbaa.
film on DVD.
Timon and Pumbaa, yeah.
Yeah, I've watched it as well.
Just
Watch The Lion King, a great soundtrack.
Like,
All
Yeah.
Disney movies have great soundtracks.
most of the Disney movies I watched with my sister.
So, favorite Disney movie?
No, because I didn't
You don't have a favorite?
favorite one because I'm not into movies that much.
Favorite movie?
Barely one.
Like of all time or any
Just a favorite movie.
favorite movie? Wow. Favorite movie. I'm gonna say the Grudge 1, 2, and 3.
Awesome. And Ford, do you have a favorite movie?
Prince of Caribbean.
which
Pirates
one?
of the Caribbean.
All
Great
of them.
Series.
Right.
What about you?
My favourite Disney film is Inside Out, but my favourite film of all time is a horror/comedy film called Doghouse, released in 2009.
My favorite film would probably be either Pirates of the Caribbean or The Breakfast Club, a nice old original for you guys. So, is there anything else we want to say before we wrap up for the night?
Yeah, we'll just say all we'll say is thank you to anyone who's been listening to us make complete idiots of ourselves. Tweedledum, Tweedledee, Dumb and Dumber, Eva FM 102.5, which is a multi-language radio serving the community type of thing.
Don't forget we're based in Leicester, and we hope you have enjoyed
Yeah.
listening to our show, not
Let me
watching.
say
You can't watch
something
us.
really
Yeah,
funny.
we also did a behind the name documentary last year in June about the urban music scene in Leicester.
Can I say something for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spanish people?
Yeah.
Sí, esto es para la gente desde España que está escuchando esta estación de radio. Espero que les gusta mucho. Te encantaría todas las cosas que hacemos aquí. Esto es todo. Muchas gracias por escucharnos.
Gracias.
Yeah. I'm Artiel. Bye. I'll see you lot very soon. We're out.
Oh, for real.
I'll just give shout out to Bob.
Shout out to Bob. Yo, what's up?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
music.
Bob
And I
in the
want to say
audience.
shout out to the 5 young people in the room right now. They've been here for 5 days.
Us lot.
Today's the 5th day. And they've absolutely smashed it. Yo, well done you guys. Absolutely killer. 10 out of 10 work experience. Lovely.
Thank you.
It's been a vibe.
For the last few seconds I want to thank everyone for joining, especially you, Georgie. Thank you for your question.
And we're out.
My Eva FM 102.5 radio show 3 took place on the 13th of May 2022.